What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Baltmatrix here, and today we are taking a look at the Hasbro Toy Shop exclusive GROTUSQUE, or GROTUSQUE, however you want to pronounce it. Now, I realize I'm late in delivering this review, and that's because of FedEx. I paid for 2-day shipping. I received it nearly 7 days after I placed the order. So screw you, FedEx. All right. I want to give you guys a quick unboxing. We're going to go ahead and open up the box. I like the fact that the exclusives are now coming in these black boxes that I mar up every time I try to open them, thanks to my fingers, or fingernails, I should say. They are ridiculously hard to open. Like, ridiculously tough to get into. But what you end up with is some really nice box art. Card art. And then we've got the box art for GROTUSQUE, and the Titan Master. And then the whole thing opens up and unfolds into this wonderful display. So here is the artwork for the figure. Here's our little Titan's Master. And here is the figure by himself. It's really neat. I just wish the cardboard was of a little bit better quality. The first thing we're going to take a look at is the Scorponok Titan Master that the set comes with. It's really nice. It is very nice. The legs and the arms are plastic, but the rest of the figure is die-cast. The little head is really, really well painted, and then transforming him into his Scorponok head mode, you end up with this really nice Scorponok head. It's, once again, fully die-cast, well-painted, and just super, super nice. And for some reason, my camera will not focus in on his face. I don't know why. And it looks fantastic on Quake's body. I don't know what it is about Quake, but Quake works with every single Titan's Master. Starting from the bottom and working our way up, the figure is painted incredibly well. The overall feeling of the figure is good for the fact that, you know, it is a complete retool of Twinferno. The head sculpt is also excellent. This head sculpt is so wonderfully perfect for this figure. It's grumpy and nasty and gnarly and looks a lot like the G1 character. Overall, the look of the figure is good, and the backpack kibble is minimized. However, you do have the feet kibble from his, well, claws. Whoops. The figure is pretty darn top-heavy because there are some die-cast, or what feels like very heavy die-cast components here, but I think it's all plastic. It's just painted very, very well. The proportions of the figure are just about perfect. I have no qualms there. The guns are the same as Twinferno, painted in this weird off-white. I think they could have gone with, I don't know, a couple more passes of paint to make it look a little bit better, but inside you could see that it really wasn't a priority to paint this thing white, though it's molded in the same color his chest is, which is weird. One very minor negative component that I have is there's no way to just put the completed combined gun mode on the back. You do have to put each wing or each gun on the back of the wings. I like that on Twinferno. That's probably one of my favorite features of the figure. Posability for GROTUSQUE is great. Head is on a, well, Titan Master joint. Swivel and hinges in the arm allow for a lot of movement. Swivel above the elbow, 90-degree bend at the elbow, no fist articulation. Sadly, no torso articulation. Moving the front skirt out of the way, figure can kick forward at almost 90 degrees. Well over 90-degree bend at the knee. No foot articulation other than side to side. The transformation for this figure is pretty easy, but it is a little bit more complicated than you might think. So first off, we're going to fold up the arms into the forearms, and then flip out the claws on the bottom of the forearms. After flipping the arms up, we'll go ahead and remove the Titan's Master, then come to the chest and actually flip up the entire chest section to form the bottom of the neck and the mouth, then come to the back and flip out the monster mouth, and this whole section will fold down into the blue part and connect into place, giving you this nice monsterish mouth. Then take the arms, flip them 180 degrees around at the elbows to put the monster arms forward, like that. And then we can come down to the front section, flip up the front skirt, and then flip the legs up like we were transforming Twinferno. Flip the legs up, flip the feet up, all the way up. Combine the legs. One quick thing about the legs is when they're straight, that they don't want to hold together, but if you fold them forward a little bit, then you can peg these top sections into these little pegs on the bottom of the small of the back. Lastly, you can come into the abdomen, flip up the opening, and then plop our little Titan Master in there. And I realize we didn't take a look at the Titan Master. This is actually a really well painted Titan Master. I think that looks really cool. He's even got this little saber tooth going on in the head there. I like that. That's a very cool little Titan Master. So get him in a sitting position and stick him in there and close the door. Grotesque's monster mode looks really quite good. It's a flying Leon monster thing. I like it. I think it works. I think the colors also work. The different colors in pink, mauve, gray, white, blue, they all work really well. It's an incredibly well done figure, and I think it just works. My only real complaint about the monster mode is I would really like it if the head was more posable. It isn't. Oh well. Nothing I can really do about that. I think GROTUSQUE is a perfect foil for Twinferno. They both work, they both share similar transformations, and they're both quite a bit of fun. It's just a shame that poor little Twinferno is pretty much a peg warmer, we'll say. I see him everywhere. Poor little double-headed dragon. I like this figure. I really do. Now, I've heard rumblings that we're actually going to be getting a general release of this guy, which I'm looking forward to. I would love for more people to get a hold of it. That way they don't, have to rely on having it shipped from dang FedEx and having it show up days late. Yeah, I'm not bitter about that at all. No, not one bit. It's a fine figure. It really is. I like this guy quite a bit. Transformation is pretty easy. The only thing is I don't care for the way the feet connect to the midsection of the body. That's just a personal thing. I understand why they're doing it that way. I just don't care for it. I think the colors work, the posability is good, and the fun factor, or at least my fun factor with him, is pretty darn high. He's a lot of fun and definitely worth having in your collection, I think. I would really be curious to see what they would do with the Deluxe class Repugnus. I'm not sure how they would do that, but I would like to see them do it. So gang, overall, I think it's totally worth picking up. As I said, he's probably going to get a general release in a couple of months along with RC, so if you can, pick him up then. Otherwise, he is available at the Hasbro Toy Shop. So thank you for watching this video review. As always, I'm Baltmatrix, asking you to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to get a hold of a couple of other figures, head over to the Big Bad Toy Store. And as I always say, I will catch you next time.